Nobilo. Nobilo?
Nobilo Sauvignon Blanc.
Nobilo.
All about.
Great taste, good value. This is something I would bring to a party to impress people because it's imported, it's fancy, it looks good, nice bottle design. Hey there everyone, welcome back to It's Just Grapes, the wine show dedicated to opening up the world of wine to regular folks just like you, using wines you can get pretty much anywhere across the country. I'm Kyle, I'm your host, and today we have something a little different. This is Nobilo. I actually just watched a video on how to pronounce this, still can't get it. As you can see, I've already opened this. Twist off cap, very nice. I opened this, had a glass already. Fantastic. Look how clear that is. Hardly any hue to it whatsoever. Look at that, it's almost water. Does not taste like water. So key thing, point out to you guys right away, Sauvignon Blanc is not something I'd recommend to a beginner, whether you like reds or whites, or you don't know yet. It's quite strong, has a very definitive taste. They really, to me, almost all Sauvignon Blancs kind of have a very similar kind of punch to them. Pretty dry, but really full of flavor, which is kind of my favorite part. And it's not overly juicy, it's not overly grapey. It's just a really good light drink. It's almost like a really nice, if you had like a really nice mixed cocktail, this kind of resembles that type of feeling for me. So now I'm thinking, with how clear this is, for those people, not me, that sneak certain alcohols into sporting events, concerts, stadiums, things of that nature in water bottles. It's an option. But if they open the top, you're busted. Because it smells like alcohol. You know that there's a wine component, there's a alcohol component to this. Just by a quick little sniff. Yeah, it smells great too. It smells amazing. So truth be told, I really love Sauvignon Blanc as a whole. I don't think I've ever really opened a bottle that I didn't like. So, that being said, I may not be the best person to tell you if you're going to like this particular bottle. I like this particular bottle, but regardless, I can educate you on what to expect if you plan on buying this. With the Sauvignon Blanc, you're getting a very bold white wine, probably one of the bolder whites you can buy. It's not sweet. But it is very easy to drink, very casual. I can drink Sauvignon Blanc like it's water. Has a great taste, has a very fruity taste. It's not so much juicy, grapey, very fruity, very easy to drink. Something you can drink lunchtime, outdoors, dinner, breakfast, who cares? This stuff is great. And the Nobilo is no exception. Another key thing I actually just noticed while looking at this, 12.5% alcohol. So it's a little bit lower than some of our traditional wines that we've been drinking. So you don't necessarily get caught out as quick if you indulge more than you expect, which is pretty easy to do, especially with something that tastes as good as this. So you do want to have this cold, as I mentioned with, I think pretty much every white you really want to have cold, or colder than a red for sure. So throw this in your refrigerator a couple hours before you plan on drinking it, and you should be good to go. And then like I mentioned in the intro, you do have a twist-on cap, which is really nice. You can throw this back in, leave it for a couple days, and it's probably going to taste the same, which is a really great feature. Quick summary of the label. With 300 years of family winemaking tradition, each bottle of Nobilo, I think I said that right that time, is a promise of New Zealand winemaking at its finest. Our Sauvignon Blanc has distinct fresh flavors of melon and citrus, a perfect match for your favorite salad, seafood, and poultry dishes. So I did pick this up at my county market, which is, again, just a local grocery store here in Champaign, Illinois. I actually had my son pick this out. I told him just pick out something for the show. I said point to it, don't pick it up, and then he proceeded to pick it up. Fortunately, he's about the height of the top 2 or 3 shelves, So we're still in like the It's Just Grapes price range. So worst case, we would have been out $12.99. So not a big deal. And then before we let you go, as always, we are going to bring up last week's wine, which was the Woodbridge Cabernet Sauvignon. Why can I not say that word consistently? By Robert Mondavi. I still actually have a half a bottle. Again, I'm not a big Cabernet fan, but I actually wouldn't be opposed to... You know what? I was going to give you guys a taste test, and I just did. It's still pretty freaking good. I thought for sure this would be grungy. It's been a week since I shot the episode. Actually, it's been about 8 days since I shot this episode. And this has been sitting under this the whole time. It's still freaking good. Nobilo 2019 New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc from, I assume this means it's from the Marlborough region. I don't know much about New Zealand, truth be told. Recommended by It's Just Grapes. If you have experience drinking wine. Again, do not start out with this. I would start with a Pinot Grigio if you're not into drinking a lot of wines. Or a Chardonnay. Be careful with Chardonnays though. They can be kind of depending on what you get. But this, very good whites. Great taste. Good value. This is something I would bring to a party to impress people. Because it's imported. It's fancy. It looks good. Nice bottle design. Yeah, It's Just Grapes. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe and also comment. We want to see, did you have similar experiences drinking this wine? Or let us know what you want me to drink on this show, and I can provide additional feedback. Otherwise, I'm going to send my son back out and try to grab the bottle before he grabs it. So thanks for tuning in to this edition of It's Just Grapes. We will see you in the next one. Thanks again.